Yeah, Lago, Twizzy. As far as rap goes, I'm a legend, man, I'm past the pro. Got a daddy, didn't raise me, bastard flow. As far as the ladies go, ask them, yo, how they love it when they see me in my natural glow. What I rap, all facts, Snapple flow. Should've went to school and got my bachelor's, yo. School of hard knocks, see, I got my master's, though. Where I was taught to get this money, whether fast or slow, regardless.
What's going on, everybody? It's your girl, yo, it's French, and you already know it's By the Beat TV. It's season 3, and we got a dope-ass guest with us today. We outside right now. I like to call him the mayor of El Barrio.
That's
because,
a fact.
right?
That's
a fact. I'm gonna let you introduce yourself and let everybody know who you are.
So, this your boy El Barrio Merce. We live on 115 Pleasant Avenue. This is my homie French. We in front of the historical Manhattan Center.
Yes.
With some of your favorite rappers from Harlem. Went to school. Cameron, Mace. You know, the list goes on. I'm honored to be here. Congratulations, 3 seasons.
Thank you, 3 seasons. We turn up.
That's work.
Listen,
That's work and dedication.
Yes, it's been a lot of work.
A lot of people don't do 3 fucking episodes.
Yo, that's a fact.
Let alone 3 seasons.
Like, we've been through snowstorms, heat waves. We was outside.
COVID, all types of shit.
Oh my God, through all of that.
Right. Yeah, we here. We legendary. We on the legendary Pleasant Avenue.
Yes, and you know, you got your spot over here.
Shout out to Space on Pleasant.
Yes.
You know, I currently right now we have an event going on. That's some reason why we couldn't do the interview there. We didn't want to disrupt what's going on. But next time we're gonna go in there.
Yes, we're gonna go in there because
we gotta go inside. I gotta flex.
Yeah,
we gotta set the bar.
You deserve it though. You deserve
it.
Yeah, you did.
Come a long way.
Yes, you have. Like, you're a totally different person. Like, I'm like, yo, like you. I was just looking at the cover of your. Is it an EP or album for Popular Loner?
Popular Loner is EP.
Okay, it's the EP because I'm like, it's pop joint. Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, he's you know, getting to his business thing. Like, you can see the growth. Like,
I appreciate that.
Yeah, like we
growing
over here.
You gotta grow up eventually, and I mean, I'm a lot older now. I can't do the young shit. Like, I'm not young like that no more. So everything had to grow. The look, the content, the music. You know, I'm on the business side now of things, so I can't be putting out a forced narrative. You know, you get to a certain age. I got a son, so like I gotta make sure I'm putting out quality shit, and I'm teaching a little bit. It's through the music, not
of course.
You know, because I come from the slums, but I learned late in my life, so now I feel like I'm obligated to give back and tell people, yo, we've been lied to. We were taught wrong. You know what I'm saying? There's a bigger world out here. There's money to get, and it don't gotta be street shit all the time. And no disrespect to whoever gotta, because I know how it goes.
Yeah.
Some people gotta do what they gotta do, but
you gotta get out one day, like.
Right. So I'm trying to just be living proof that you could do other shit. So having my business here in my neighborhood is super clutch for me. That's very, very, very like important to me. I'm just grateful. You know what I'm saying?
So let's talk about the events that you have in here, because I know you have like a whole bunch of different stuff going on.
Yeah. So Space on Pleasant is an event space. It's called Space on Pleasant because it's on Pleasant Avenue. I can't really take all credit. I gotta give credit to my wife. She curates. Shout out to Pretty Nikki Boutique. Follow her on Instagram. She curates the pop-up shops. She's been doing pop-up shops for years. It was just a matter of time of us getting our own spot and doing our own thing. You know what I'm saying? So we do pop-up shops every weekend. Fridays we switch it up. We try to do like sipping pains, open mic poetry, game night. You know, and we only been a year, so we still growing.
Oh,
you know?
Congrats to your anniversary!
Thank you. Yeah, man. 2 weeks ago we made a year. So yeah, man, we working.
What did you guys do? Like, you had a
party? We did a crazy party. We had a crazy party. We drank about fucking 50 bottles of champagne. We smoked so much. Man, we had a great time. It was more about besides us celebrating, it was also a give back to our vendors. Because without the vendors, we don't make a year. So it was really a party for the vendors. You know? We wanted all the vendors to show. Any vendor who rocked with us, we wanted them to show up. Everything was free. The drinks, the food, we just vibe. I had a live DJ. Shout out to my cuz. Do it like Diddy. Man, we had a good time. We had a great time. And we're looking forward to another year.
So what's going on with the merchandise, the El Barrio Life?
So Barrio Life, I've been doing Barrio Life 5 years now. We just dropped the hats.
The hats are fire. You see this
the trucker hats. We got the Barrio Life in the Old English, and then everywhere on the back. Man, I'm working on a new batch that's about to drop. I don't like to do coming soon. I like to just push shit out.
Yeah, because you know people like coming soon.
Yeah.
Like, when is it coming? When is it coming?
Motherfuckers been coming soon forever. So we working on I'm about to drop a new batch. Same style but different colors. I'm working on some shirts.
Yes, because you know those shirts is like a staple over here in El Barrio. You see everybody with them. And
at least that. In East Harlem, I could say, I mean, we got people all over.
Yeah.
But East Harlem, man, everybody got a fucking Barrio Life.
Yo, everybody knows you out here.
Yeah.
Everybody. They be like, oh, that's my bro.
Yeah. I mean, I'm born and raised here. You know what I'm saying? And like I was telling you off camera, and I could just talk about it now. Like my family is born and raised here. Like my lineage is here. Like obviously it started somewhere else, but that's way ahead of my time. But when my family migrated here, we're my whole bloodline, as far as I know, as a kid, is right here, East Harlem. So I'm born and raised here, and I've been outside all my life.
You was
outside all my life, so you know, that's very important.
I remember like the Bonafide era.
Oh man, that was a great era too. Oh my God, that era.
Now, if y'all don't know, it's like he's a dope artist. Like,
thank you.
Besides all this going on, like
thank you.
He was outside, and like you're like a legend out here. Like
I like to say. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Look at my flowers.
Facts. Like
the Bonafide era was dope. It was a collaboration with Harlem Bronx. Shout out to Bronx, is my second home. I learned a lot from my BX people. And what happened with Bonafide was they were ahead of their time. If Instagram was out then, we would have been out of here. Shout out to him, Hot, G-Bub, the whole Bonafide movement. It's not really what it used to be. You know, a lot of people went to jail. I went to jail. Niggas went to Fed. A lot of shit happened. So but Bonafide, the formula helped me birth a Barrio Life. So I just took that formula and ran with it and just created a Barrio Life. But it's the same. We had the merch back then. I don't remember.
No, I remember.
We had the shirts. We had the hoodies. So it's just the same formula.
I know you had the Bonafide, because I remember seeing that everywhere, and then I started seeing the El Barrio Life everywhere.
Yes, because it was time for me to do my own thing. Because, like I said, a lot of shit went left, federal shit. So it was like, you gotta get out of there.
Yeah, But we in a new life now. That's not our life anymore.
No. You gotta let that go, man. Nobody wants to be.
That's my new line now. Somebody be like, listen, that's not my life no more. That is
not me. No.
So what's going on with the music? You just put out the EP. Which
Popular
is
Loner.
Dope.
Thank you.
Straight New York sound. This is what New York sounds like. Like, that's what they need to be, when they post up shit saying that, that's what they need to put that EP up.
I respect that. Yeah, Popular Loner was it was more up to date. It was like how I'm feeling, because you come to a time like it was a time I was running around even before the Bonafide, but let's just talk Bonafide. I was running around, we was 100 strong everywhere we went. So 100 of us. And
everywhere,
but it's not like that anymore. So then it becomes that's where the Popular Loner comes into play, where it's like we're still popular, but I feel alone in a sense. So that's where the title comes from, Popular Loner, because I fuck with everybody, but I'm still running around on my own now.
Yeah, but you're elevating, you know? When you elevate,
that's what happens.
You know, you start to separate from people that, you know, they're not a part of your new journey.
Right.
That's how I look at it.
And that's part of life. That's also part of the message of the music that I was trying to put out. Like you said, you might necessarily hang out with the same people you hung out with 10 years ago. Doesn't mean you don't fuck with them, but
it's just, that's not my life anymore.
Yeah. If I can't be who I am authentically, then I just can't do it. And I will always be like that.
Well, how do you feel like about the New York sound now? Like, because it's such a difference. There's a big difference, like you could tell with a lot of like older rappers and like the new people.
Yeah, I feel like,
well, not older, like more seasoned. Let me just put it like that.
right, yeah, more seasoned, because we coming to a time now where 40, 50-year-old rappers are still relevant. Whereas if back in the days, Kool Herc and them kind of like faded out when they got old, you know. So, but as far as right now, I don't think it's a specific New York thing. I think it's just a worldwide sound when it comes to like drill and shit. It's not. It's just its own genre. I think. You know, I don't think it's a New York sound.
It's not. You don't even hear like.
But I don't want to say that they're
sounding
copying
like,
either. What I'm saying is, I feel like that's just his own world. You know what I'm saying? New York sound is like Griselda. You know what I'm saying? Like those are the closest things of that authenticity of the bars, and I fuck with them heavy. You know what I'm saying? They're part of the reason why I said, damn, let me get back on the horse, because to watch them do exactly what just being them and get to where they at made me say, shit, motherfuckers could still rap and make something happen. That's why I was like, yo, fuck it, let's get back to it, you know? And no knock to nobody who's doing what they doing. I just don't like with drill rap. The only thing I don't like is that it's a revolving door. You're either gonna get, some of them get killed, some of them go to jail. And that, I just don't like that part of it. I don't want them to kill each other, and I don't want them to go to jail for killing somebody. You know, that part bothers me. Music is music. Whatever works for you, works for you. I don't knock it. I can't do it, but that's the only part I have issues with. But that is, for me, it's not a New York thing. That's just its own world. And what are you gonna tell the youth? I can't tell them what the fuck, you know. They look at me. I'm seasoned. I'm old.
They be like, get your old ass out
Get your old ass out of here, nigga. You talking that old shit.
So what's your favorite track on the EP?
Fuck. I feel your energy, because I felt like it was like a different tempo for me. It was like, it was a different tempo for me. So I felt like it was a little of a challenge for me to put that out and try to be as relatable as I can.
When I heard it, I was like, this is different from the first time I heard it. I'm not even gonna lie.
Right, Numbers Never Lie. I like the whole EP personally. Nothing Changed Your Mind is a personal song. Everybody loves that one.
Yeah, that one's fire, because it got the, you know.
Yeah, that's the wifey joint.
Yeah. Hello, you talking about wifey?
Yeah, we doing the wifey
Doing
joint.
it for the ladies.
Grown man shit.
Yes.
I'm on the grown man shit.
That's
man.
right.
Fuck, I can't be out here acting like I'm some young nigga.
School them. You gotta school them.
You know, it's okay to the goal is to grow old. Get this money and grow old. You know?
Yes.
That's the goal. I ain't trying to, a lot of people, like I said, they fucking either dead or in jail young. That's the only issue I have with the drill shit. Is that they're not getting a chance to enjoy the fruits of their labor. You know what I'm saying? Some of them pop, they hot, and then it's over. It's like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Right when I was fucking rocking with Pop Smoke, it was over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that hurt.
Mhm.
You know, shout out to Fabio Foreign. He's holding it down.
Yeah, I like Favi.
I fuck with him.
I love Favi.
Fuck
Like he's
with
a
him.
vibe.
He's holding
Like
it down.
yeah.
He kind of figured it out though.
Mhm.
He, you know, he's commercializing that shit.
Mhm.
He might be the one that helps everybody else
Mhm.
mold into like, you don't really have to kill nobody.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
like get this money.
Right. So, but hip hop is based off the streets.
Mhm.
Let's not get it twisted. When we was growing up,
Mhm.
you know, motherfuckers was about that life too. So,
Yep.
you know, I don't know.
No, they was really about that life because there was no social media back then.
No, there was no social media. There was no social media at all. You know,
Who's some of your favorite artists coming up?
right now,
Well, when you were coming up, like
coming up.
Yeah.
Shit. Man, Cam, Big Pun, Basics, Jay-Z, Lock, Nas is probably one of my favorite rappers. Big Pun, my favorite rapper of all time. Biggie. Myself.
you know, you mention some of these names to like the new generation, they're gonna be like, huh?
Right. I try to school my son on everything.
Mhm.
I always let my son hear like the shit that I was growing up on, you know.
And what does he say about it?
He fucks with it. My son
Okay.
got a whole soul. He's
That's
like,
what's
he's kinda
up.
like me, you know what I'm
That's
saying?
dope.
Yeah, like, you know, I had an older brother who put me on and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I try to pass that on, and whatever works for him works for him. He like all the young chicks.
Of course.
He's 14. So like, all right, cool. Man. But I always try to give him the balance, like let him know like this is the evolution, and then now we are where we are now. But there was a time when this was popping. You know what I'm saying? I still fuck with like up to date now, like J. Cole, obviously, the Kendrick Lamar's. Like I appreciate people who still focus on the craft of actual like lyricists and shit like that. You know, that's why I fuck with Griselda, Heavy, Benny, Conway. You know, shit. I love music though. Like I said, I love music. I love music, hip hop music. You know, it's a whole culture that shit changed so many lives. You know, it created a whole different like species of humans. Like hip hop people, you know, like we not the same from anybody else. We think different, dress different, smoke different, drink different, eat different. Everything we do is different. It's hip hop. And I love that shit. So whatever it is, I'm all for it. I just don't want to see nobody fucking die or go to jail for this shit.
You said that mad time, so
Because that's, you know,
he mean that.
it's happening more than ever.
Yeah, no, it's a fact.
When Biggie and Pac died, that shit was like worldwide. The whole world stopped. Now it's like every time you turn around, somebody died.
Yeah, and a lot of
It
these
become normal
rappers
now.
too.
It's normal now. That's the part that fucks me up.
They letting people walk around with weapons now. And it's a lot of young people too. Like it's not even like.
Exactly. The kids.
Yeah.
You know, now that I have a kid, 18, 19 is a child. So to be going to jail or be dead at 19 is like, you didn't even get to really tap into what into your potential. That's why I like Fabio Foreign. You know what I'm saying? So far, you can see the evolution. He's really growing. You know what I'm saying? Little Dirk. You know, he started off rough, but look where he's at. He evolved. You know what I'm saying? I like those type of stories. Dirk, I fuck with Dirk too. I didn't even get to mention it, but I fuck with Dirk.
Me too.
Heavy. You know
He made me want to go to
Little
Chicago.
Baby, I fuck with Little Baby. Little Baby.
Like 80, I ain't got no business being out there, but sometimes I gotta put Little Dirk on. Like if I'm having like one of them days and I'm ready, like put on some Little Dirk.
Right,
like,
right. They got that sound. They got that shit. You know,
Yeah.
and shit you can't teach either. Like, you can't teach that shit. You gotta just like, you know. I ain't gonna front. I was kind of biased at first as an older nigga. I felt like an old nigga. I was like, am I bugging? I gotta give these young niggas a chance.
No, but you know, there's a lot of people who's older who don't like to like welcome the newbies in.
Right.
Like mad negative. Like
Yeah. I was not negative, but I was probably one of them because it just didn't sound like what I'm used to growing up. And then I had to realize like maybe I'm not like, am I not evolving?
So I gotta like understand that this game is changing. Don't be one of them old bitter niggas. So, you know, I had to I tuned in, I listened to Lil Baby. I'm like, all right, you know what? These motherfuckers is creating. They're really creating music. It might not sound like the traditional shit that I listen to, but they still talking that shit. So I listened, I sat down, I'm all for it.
Alright. So do you plan on putting out any more music?
Yeah, of course. Like I said, I don't like to do coming soon. But we always working on stuff. We always creating music. I don't really like to do coming soon.
No, you know.
We got some shit in the works that's gonna be good.
Are you gonna do like any more performances? Like
yeah, it's just been weird with the pandemic. It's hard to like.
You don't hear, like, I don't hear about a lot of performances anymore.
It's very, very, very scarce. It's not even too many people doing shows like that. You know, you gotta kind of like curate your own shit now, which is the next game plan now. It's like curating my own shows and getting a lot of the younger people involved and have them showcase their shit while I do my show. So it's a collaboration thing that I want to work on where I'm gonna put together a show and have younger artists showcase their music and hopefully we can take the show on the road, you know what I'm saying?
Have you ever thought about like doing like a label or anything like that? Like taking some artists under your wing?
It's been a thought.
Like I could see you mentoring somebody.
Yeah, I got a younger bro who's A-Dot fire. You know what I'm saying? It's just gotta get him on the work ethic. You know what I'm saying? It's hard.
But this new generation, it's like they want everything given to them, and they don't know like you have to really work hard.
Yeah. I put in a lot of years, a lot of wear and tear to barely scratch the surface. You know what I'm saying? But
I know. I was like,
it's like
high school.
I said, we set a foundation at least. We got a foundation. Now we can start building the building.
Yeah.
Now you gotta build the first floor. I fucking dug the ground up. Boom. And then I lay the pavement down. Now I need you to do this, build this shit. So, but you know, I would love to be hands-on with an artist and watch them grow and evolve, put that work in. You know what I'm saying? But they gotta put the work in.
Yeah.
You gotta put the work. There's no way around that shit.
No, it's no way around it.
Anything you do, you gotta put. We 3 seasons in.
Look, we 3 seasons in.
That shit didn't happen yesterday.
It didn't. It really didn't.
Put the work in.
Yes, that's a fact. And it's not easy. Like people think that shit just gonna pop right off.
Yep. We had the conversation off camera about social media. It creates a facade where all you see is what you see, and you think I could do that too. And then when you start trying, you're like, whoa, like
this is a lie.
This is a lie. It don't happen overnight. You know, you gotta work, and you can never cheat the game. You never cheat the game. You know what I'm saying? The work you put in is what you're gonna get out of it. So, you know, that's just a little jewels, man. You gotta put that work in. You gotta put that work in. This shit don't end.
No, it don't.
Because you gotta be able to evolve and reinvent yourself too. You can't like always be the same.
No, because you definitely reinvented yourself. That's why I was like, you're a little. I'm like, he's polished now. Like before,
I was rough around the edges.
Yeah, before it was like.
Yeah, I was on some. Yeah. You know, I wasn't even.
He was outside.
He was outside, you know. Like I said, man, we've been lied to. So how you doing? We've been lied to. You know, I was taught wrong, thinking that everything that I seen growing up was right and exact. And then that shit gets stripped away. You know what I'm saying? There's no even like. When I was growing up, I used to look up to like big time niggas, drug dealers, money. That shit ain't happening no more.
It's not.
Right. So now it's like, now what? You gotta relearn everything, you know. So I feel obligated to. I try to live what I speak. I try to be like the example. Like, I'm not gonna lie to nobody. This is how I move. This is what I do. I'm comfortable enough to walk away from some shit. I don't give a fuck about what you think is cool, and I don't give a fuck, homeboy. This is what I'm gonna do, and whoever's gonna fuck with it is gonna fuck with it. Whoever don't fuck with it.
Period.
Just leave me alone.
No. I'm like, why I gotta say period?
No, period. You have
Period.
Let me fill you up.
Oh my God, he get me drunk out here.
We out here on Pleasant Ave,
Listen,
man. We chilling.
I
We
stopped
vibing.
drinking.
Oh, you don't drink no more?
No, I drink. Cheers. We on Pleasant Avenue. He was schooling me about, the history of this area.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got to put y'all on to, because, I'm like, oh my God, I didn't know that.
Yeah. The history of the area is, so when the Puerto Ricans came to New York City, just in general, they were spreading out, Brooklyn and everywhere. A lot of them came here, East Harlem. So Fifth Avenue was like, my family specifically started at the roots. The black people already had the west side of Harlem, and the Puerto Ricans, Italians had the east side of Harlem. Puerto Ricans couldn't come past Lexus and 3rd Avenue without getting their heads split open. And back then, still to this day, the Italians own all of the garbage pickups. It's privately owned, so they wouldn't pick up the garbage. They was doing us dirty. Like everybody else who migrated here had to go through their fair share of fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? So, long story short, the Puerto Ricans pushed back through the Young Lords movement and fought for their shit, and that's how East Harlem became Spanish owned. Plus, it was too many Puerto Ricans. You really gonna, it was too many of us. So that's just a little history lesson of Spanish Harlem.
Did you go to the festival this year?
Yes.
It was crazy.
It was crazy.
It was real crazy.
It felt good though.
It did. I was out there and I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna get COVID, but well, I know we can't say that.
Right. I felt good though. It felt good.
It was lit. I was like, yo, everybody was out there.
It felt good. You know how you feel like you outgrow shit, but when they snatch it from you, and 2-3 years go by, you happy when that shit come back around. I felt like a child again. Yo, I'm happy that people are happy. I was happy to see people enjoying themselves because they took that from me.
They definitely did.
And as much as you outgrow it, but it's I still want to see it happening though. Even if I don't come, I still want to make sure every year that shit is happening. Because
it was lit.
We earned that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
It was lit. I ain't even gonna lie. The performances.
Yeah, it was nice.
You couldn't even. It was shoulder to shoulder. I was happy to see Latin Kings. That's how you know I was happy, because I haven't seen a Latin King. One of my cousins is Latin King.
Shout out to your cousin.
Shout out to my cousin. No, it's funny because I was like, there goes my cousin's gay.
That's hard. Of course.
Yo, I'm like, there goes my cousin's gay.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I haven't seen a Latin King in I don't know how long.
Yeah, man.
They was outside.
They always outside in the festival.
That's a fact. They was deep in the festival.
Yeah, but I was very, very happy to see people out celebrating and just representing their culture. You know what I'm saying? Fuck. It's once a year. Let the people celebrate.
Yes. Enjoy yourself. Have fun.
Yeah. It's one thing to if you decide that you don't want to be a part of it, but then there's one thing when they take it from you. When they take it from you, that's when you kind of feel no, we need this shit. That's when you realize that how important it is when they take it from you. It's nah, you know what? This is our time to represent what we've done, where we've come from, and how far we've come. That's important. And this year, it coming back made me realize how important it is. So, because I grew up, I'm from Jefferson, so I come on my building, I'm in the festival. So you take that for granted.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you grow up in it, you don't even look at it it's basics.
Whatever, it's
yes.
another year.
Yeah, but when they take it from you, then you realize damn, we need this shit. This represents us, you know, even if it's just once a year. Fuck it. So shout out to the festival.
Shout out to the festival. So, do you have anything coming up that you want to let anybody know about?
Yo, we don't do coming soon.
We don't do coming soon, but you guys, if y'all
Every
need,
just coming soon, though.
if y'all need to book y'all event, you know, he got his spots. They from Pleasant Ave.
Yes. Right now, currently, Space on Pleasant, Instagram at Space on Pleasant. You could book private events, intimate events. We do pop-up shops. We need a table. We got tables. We do vendor fees. Currently, that's what's going on right now. Barrio Life merch is always. I'm always rotating with new merch. Music is on the way. New music. I'm working on curating these shows though. It's funny you said that. I don't like that. You know, Puerto Ricans, we real superstitious.
Yeah.
We don't like to talk about shit until it happens.
My little home. We don't want nobody to know nothing.
No, we don't want to talk about nothing because
No.
we feel like people jinxing and shit.
Yeah.
And then if it don't happen on camera, I done said all of this shit that's gonna happen, and if it don't happen, I done fucked up and said too much shit. So we don't do coming soon. We don't do announcements. We just make it happen.
Let them know where they can follow you.
Follow me Instagram at El Barrio Merch and at El Barrio Life for the merch, and El Barrio Merch for just my personal lifestyle and the music, and El Barrio Life is for the merch and the brand. And yeah, man, we still outside though. You know what I'm saying? We still outside. And like I said, I really don't like to do coming soons, man. But we got some shit cooking up.
Okay.
Promise you.
Yeah, we're not gonna say coming soon.
I promise you though. Promise you.
I'm sure. I'm sure you know.
Yeah, we still outside, man. We still outside.
Cause you about your business.
So it's about the business now.
Yes.
More about the business. And like I said, just living proof, being the example that you can change, you can grow up and do something different and still be cool. Still be, I'm still the same,
He's
but
still lit, like
ain't nothing changed, but we doing things a little different now. It gotta count. I need that skin. That shit gotta count. I gotta be able to look in the account and say, oh, that was paid for. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I got war stories for days that I got nothing to show for. I did plenty of shit that I can tell you stories for days, but I ain't got nothing to show for it. So it gotta make sense. It gotta count up to date. You know what I'm saying? And that's for everybody. It gotta count. Make it make sense.
make it make sense.
Oíste.
Well, thank you so much for sitting down
with
us and dropping your jewels and sharing everything. You want to give any shout outs before you?
Shout out to everybody doing what they do. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to my wife, Pretty Nikki Boutique. Shout out to Space on Pleasant. Shout out to the whole East Harlem, New York City, Barrio Life. Shit, let's do it.
Yeah.
You are now listening to Mr. Dip
Yeah.
X and S beats, bitches.
Lago.
Drop that shit.
Look in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. They know that I fly, they do dirt on my name. Some of my man to come out here clean. Straight from the mud, but my shirt got no stain. Never had time to stop and complain. That shit ain't stopping the thing. That shit ain't stopping the game. That shit ain't stopping the pain. That's why we poppin' champagne. Bottles of rose, models and hoes. Swallow you whole. I swear to God, this game is hard. This shit is so goddamn out of control. Gotta get dollars to go. Make sure you follow the code. You ain't gon' find you no pot or no gold. Make sure you grind till your pockets is full. Make sure you profitable. Knock on the door till you break locks off the door. Shut them down, open up shopping them, bro. Straight to the top, ain't no stopping you, bro. Don't waste any time on the clock, little bro. Gotta get guap, little bro. Look, that shit ain't optional, bro. No, fuck being popular, bro. The haters, they watch through binoculars, bro. Yeah, watch for the thoughts, little bro. Yeah, they get the drop, little bro. They get you lying with the odds, little bro. You be lying and shot in the hospital, bro. Damn, I done seen it before. I know the meaning of war. The streets is real dirty. 1 minute they cleaning you off, man. I be in my own lane, I be out the way. Every single day, boy, we out to get paid. Never pay attention to it, haters gotta say. But I still pay attention to it, haters gotta say. Look, I feel your energy. I feel your energy. Yeah, I feel your energy. You really ain't who you you pretend to be. I feel your energy. I feel your energy. Yeah, I feel your energy. You really ain't who you pretend to be. Never pay attention to it. Haters gotta say, but I still pay attention to it. Haters gotta say, gotta say. I feel your energy. I feel your energy. I feel your energy. You really ain't who you pretend to be. I feel your energy. I feel your energy. I feel your energy. You really ain't who you pretend to be.